Right now at 5, what's causing the reported rise of lead poisoning in La Crosse kids? And Tammy Baldwin visiting La Crosse today to bring awareness to potential Medicaid cuts.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. We start with a stunning report. More and more La Crosse children are testing positive for lead poisoning. So why exactly is this happening? News 8 Now's Grace Monk has the answer.
County health officials are encouraging parents to have their children tested for lead poisoning. They say it's something that can often go undetected for years.
Sometimes it can be really hard to see. If we don't get them tested, then we don't know if there's been exposure to lead. And the earlier you can find that out, the more interventions that can be done to help that child.
Last year, the health department had 14 children test positive for lead poisoning. 593 1- and 2-year-olds were tested, while more than 1,600 were not. Most cases come from lead-based paint in homes built before the 1950s.
Most commonly with the small children, it's because they are crawling or walking and lots of hands on the floor and using window ledges and things to pull themselves up, and then they put their hands in their mouth. So often just ingested accidentally.
The paint can also be ingested through dust and soil. Poisoning can lead to developmental delays, learning disabilities, and behavioral problems.
If it's caught early enough, they can try to do some symptoms or some reduction of some symptoms. They can't always reverse the process of what's happened, but it can definitely help to diminish some of the effects.
If lead poisoning is detected, the health department can help families determine the cause.
If you know that your home may be touched by any type of lead surfaces, whether that's lead-based paint or in the pipes themselves, it's important to try not to remove that stuff yourself, but to definitely reach out, because state and local health departments can definitely help you in getting your homes tested.
The DHS recommends children receive testing between ages 1 and 5. Parents can find more information by visiting the health department's website. In La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Grace. The Pink Palace was demolished today. The building was originally built in the 1880s. A new $22 million development called Haven on Main will replace it. The new 74-unit building will be an inclusive and accessible apartment complex. It's set to open in early 2026. An Eau Claire teen accused of murder appeared in court today. 18-year-old Dumarian Stogner pled not guilty to first-degree intentional homicide charges in the January shooting death of 21-year-old Andre Simmons Jr. Police say the shooting happened in the 2700 block of Western Avenue. A rollover wreck on I-94 today. The Eau Claire Fire Department says the vehicle rolled over and was engulfed in flames. The driver was able to get out and was treated by medics. The accident is still under investigation. Senator Tammy Baldwin's Hands Off Medicaid tour kicked off in La Crosse today. It's part of her efforts to highlight the impacts of potential funding cuts to Medicaid. The event featured speakers that would be affected by the cuts.
I also have a mother-in-law who is in a nursing home with dementia, and a sibling who has Down syndrome who has long-term support needs. And without Medicaid, there would be a lot of difficulty financially and just accessing the services that they need.
Over 1 million Wisconsinites are enrolled in Medicaid. Baldwin's tour hits Eau Claire tomorrow. Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar visited a senior living center in Winona today. She discussed development of housing and child care in rural parts of the state with the residents.
In smaller towns, we have to be really smart, Winona being larger, but we have to be really smart about how we bring people the services they want to stay in rural Minnesota and rural America.
Klobuchar will spend the rest of the week discussing the state's rural economy. Today and tomorrow, she will make stops in Olmsted, Fillmore, Houston, and Dakota counties. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz will be in Eau Claire tomorrow. He's hosting a town hall at the Pablo Center at 6 p.m. The focus, Elon Musk's influence in the Wisconsin Supreme Court race. Walz will be in Representative Derek Van Orden's district.
The reason Tim Walz is coming to the 3rd Congressional District of the state of Wisconsin is because Tim Walz wants to run for president in 4 years. That's why he's here. He doesn't care about Wisconsinites. He doesn't care about working people. He doesn't care about veterans. Doesn't care about seniors. And that's abundantly true and it was made abundantly clear by his incredibly disastrous political presidential and vice presidential run that he did with Kamala Harris.
Wisconsin DNC Chair Ben Wickler will also be there. The village of Stoddard and town of Bergen are reactivating a burning ban. It was reinstated this morning. The DNR says it's back in place due to gusting winds, temperatures, and low humidity. The ban isn't expected to last long as winter weather moves in later this week.
Fortunately, we do have some winter weather coming back. As is expected in March, we can get some big blockbuster snow events typically, and we're going to see one of these potentially coming Wednesday and Wednesday night. Severe alert day conditions going on for a rain changing to snow at some point Wednesday. Dangerous road conditions, blowing and drifting snow too. This could be an elevation dependent snow event too, so higher ridge lines could get a lot more than the valley locations. But overall, we're looking at a 6 to 8 inch just north of La Crosse. It'll clear down to maybe Rochester. This will definitely shift back and forth probably within the next 24 hours. Gives you a general idea of what we're expecting for snow-wise. We still got the elevated fire danger this evening just because of high winds and some low relative humidity, but that won't last too long. Otherwise, the winds will decrease quite quickly this evening, getting back down to just 49 with mainly clear skies. La Crosse, too, getting back down to 51. Those winds will significantly drop off as the time we get to 10 p.m. So the good news is we still got decent conditions going on to tomorrow morning. We'll have increasing clouds a little bit, but still waking up fairly mild. Most areas above freezing. Upper 20s to low 30s up to the north. Now going on, we'll kind of break down when to expect the rain to snow, the transition to occur, when it'll stop, and then what looks like going forward beyond Thursday and Friday if we got any more winter weather in store too. But definitely we're going to see a snow event, which we do see quite a bit, and we definitely could use the moisture. That's the positive in all this.
That is true.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Greg. La Crosse kindergartners are making a difference. News 8 Now's Allison Fergit is live in the newsroom to explain.
A few weeks ago, I received an email from Miss Hooper's classroom at Northwoods Elementary about a new project. The school's kindergartners are working hard to make a change and are learning just how powerful their voices are. During a unit that focuses on how to make change, students decided they wanted to fix some issues on their playground. That included making their playground more accessible and repairing the broken spiderweb climber. The students brainstormed who to reach out to about the issues and how to share their message. And thanks to their hard work, they've seen some real change.
The spider web did get replaced. That was really cool too, because the kids thought, oh, this is something I wrote about or I made a video about, and it was happening.
While the students are enacting change, Hooper is also seeing a change in them. They might be the community's smallest change makers right now, but this playground activism is only the beginning. Hooper has done the unit for more than 6 years, but she says this year's project has led to the most direct change. Reporting from the newsroom, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Allison. Happening tomorrow, in-person absentee voting for La Crosse starts. Voting will open until March 28th. The deadline to request a ballot by mail is the 27th. To look up your registration and track your ballot, go to myvote.wi.gov. A quick programming note, News Channel 8 is hosting a La Crosse mayoral debate. It's a chance to hear from both candidates, Chris Kalo and Shonda Washington Spivey. The debate is at 7 p.m. live in our studio. You can watch it on 8.2 and our digital platforms. The Shamrock Club of La Crosse was busy today. They've helped several schools and assisted living facilities celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Musicians, dancers, and the Irish Fest mascot, Clancy O'Cooley, all took part.
And if they don't know anything about the Irish culture, hopefully the Shamrock Club Irish Fest, that we can do a good job of helping them with information with that, but also have a lot of fun. That's what we're all about. We're Irish, we just want to have fun.
The Greater La Crosse Area Shamrock Club was started in 1973. Coming up, how you can go to Harvard for free, but there's a catch. Plus, it's getting so close. The latest on NASA's mission to bring back those astronauts stuck in space.
In Enjoy tax relief savings today at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. Spend $9.99 or more and receive an extra 7% tax relief discount. Plus, take advantage of no interest for 1 year. Don't miss out on 7% tax relief savings going on now at Home Furniture.
This is Curtis O'Brien, a convicted felon. He sexually assaulted a 5-year-old Wisconsin girl multiple times. Judge Susan Crawford could have given him 60 years in prison, but she let him walk. 2 years in prison. That's it. While his victim lives with the scars forever. She even let the predator live across the street from an elementary school. That was Crawford's choice. Another dangerous decision from Susan Crawford, putting all our kids at risk. She's just wrong for Wisconsin.
If you're frustrated with occasional bloating or gas, your body's giving you signs. It's time to try Align. Align Probiotic was specifically designed by gastroenterologists to help relieve your occasional bloating and gas. When you feel the signs, it's time to try Align.
It's Native. 24-hour moisturizing body wash that locks in 4 times the moisturizers of your old body wash.
And just 12 ingredients.
That's right. Clean moisturizing body wash isn't a myth, it's Native.
Verizon and AT&T announced price hikes a total of 10 times in the past 2 years. Doesn't that blow your mind? Families can switch to T-Mobile and get all the benefits of their plans while saving 20%. T-Mobile blows the competition away. T-Mobile will also give you up to $800 when you switch. Mind blown. Is that a jet engine?
Go to T-Mobile.com to see how families can save 20% and get $800.
That's lunch.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment. Pivot in the summer, called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up!
Called GNT. For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
Home Seasonal Concepts is now open, and right now get a free custom order patio fabric upgrade from top brands Homecrest and Tropitone. Plus, get an extra 7% off sale prices and pay no interest for 1 year on porch and patio at Home Seasonal Concepts.
It's finally happening. 2 American astronauts stuck in space are so close to heading home. Last June, Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams' ride to the ISS developed propulsion problems. Their original 8-day mission stretched into more than 9 months.
I'm looking forward to sitting across from them and hearing about their perception of how things went and all about their time on orbit.
Wilmore and Williams are scheduled to depart the station Wednesday as early as 3 a.m. Conan O'Brien is coming back to host the Oscars next year. The Academy making the news today. This year's Oscar ceremony was a crowd pleaser. The live show attracted nearly 20 million viewers, a 5-year high. The 2026 Oscars are scheduled for Sunday, March 15th. Well, Harvard is making it easier to pay for college. Undergraduate tuition will be free for the 2025 through 26 school year for students from families making $200,000 or less. Currently, tuition costs are close to $57,000 a year. Housing, supplies, and travel are an extra $26,000. Well, we'll have more news ahead, but first.
We got dry conditions for your Tuesday, but then all the attention turns to Tuesday and to Wednesday. And yes, we got the snow coming back. Could be quite hazardous or dangerous travel for your Wednesday evening activity. So we'll plan that all out coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
During the spring savings event at PM Sleep Center, you'll save up to $400 on the Beauty Rest Black Collection. It's for a limited time, so shop for the best selection only at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
When you have a drain backup, you need help fast. From slow drains to clogged mains, we solve it all. Maxwell White has been solving sewer, septic, and drain issues in the La Crosse Coulee region for more than 30 years. Fast, reliable, and professional. Call or book online today.
At Vernon Memorial Healthcare, we believe in your birth, your way.
From prenatal visits to postpartum care, we provide continuous support, respect your birth plan, and ensure a smooth transition from pregnancy to parenthood. With expert lactation consultants and a comforting home-like environment, we're here for you before, during, and after delivery. Vernon Memorial Healthcare, where your journey is in caring hands.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's spring jeans sale is going on now, and we have a great selection of quality name brand denim at unbeatable prices. New at Blaine's, men's full blue jeans are on sale, just $12.99 a pair. Get a free $15 Blaine's gift card with every $50 purchase of Lee or Wrangler jeans. And save on women's and kids' Wrangler retro jeans, 25% off. We've got the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
It was just a one-time thing. That's what Brad Schimmel said when he gave a, quote, sweet bargain to a man who sexually assaulted a 10-year-old girl. The sex predator served just 18 months in prison for his crime and got out. A few weeks ago, he was convicted of sexually assaulting a child again. And that was just one time Brad Schimmel let a sex predator loose on our kids. So why would we ever give him another chance? Brad Schimmel, too extreme for the Supreme Court.
Slow or clogged sink, toilet, or main drain? Maxwell White can help. Ask about our $99 mainline drain opening special. Includes a free camera inspection. Address the root problem now to avoid costly repairs or future damage. Call or book online today.
Save some green with PM Sleep Center's March mattress sale. Over 15 queen mattresses, $5.99 or less. Queen pillow top mattresses start at $3.99. Twin mattresses start at $159. Stop in soon at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing a lot of wintry snow, and we do get a lot of events in March. It's quite a lot of snow, March and even into December too. So the good news is we need the moisture. We've had quite a bit of dry winter, especially in the snowfall, right? So it will be a positive to see it. Right now we do have winter storm watches. That's the best possibility of seeing maybe that rate get higher than 6 inches in a 24-hour period, pretty much stretching right across from Austin and a diagonal line all the way up to maybe like about Rhinelander area. It's a very small area too, and that's what you'll notice with winter events. If you're in that area, you're going to get quite a bit, but outside of that area, and it's a very maybe 50 to 100 miles, the snowfall drops off quite quickly too. So, but it's going to be heavy wet as we'd expect this time of year. Right now, it's pretty much a 6 to 8 inch just north of Winona. It drops off maybe 3 to 6 across and 1 to 3 here. It's given that this will probably shift. This is the snow that's going to fall, not the snow that'll actually be on the ground, because it will compact pretty quickly with how wet it is. And this does determine on road conditions too. Given during the daytime, we still have plenty of heat going on that probably keep the roads wise pretty good through most of Wednesday. But here's a transition, and this is really the key, is when it does change from rain to snow, and this could vary. But for right now, early Wednesday morning, it looks to be probably west and north of Eau Claire. That's where they'll start probably seeing a rain, snow, or even start off as a snow too. By late morning, it's probably north and west of La Crosse. That line will start sinking slowly, kind of south and then southeast. Then in the afternoon, it should become some point southeast of La Crosse. That's when we'll see a transition all the way to the evening commute. So this will change, but kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at. Now for road conditions, the morning commute looks, I think, okay, given that the snow will not really be occurring for most of the area. Mainly wet conditions. The winds will start picking up. Noon to the afternoon, that's when you'll start seeing the slushy to snow covered, and the more frequent traveling roads obviously will be more wet than actually snow covered. The less traveled ones will be the ones there. It really does look kind of bad for the evening commute. That's when I think a lot of areas will see that snow definitely turn over. The winds will be there. It could be covering a lot of roads, so that evening commute could be quite hazardous. And slick spots going into Thursday morning, but given that the snow will end Wednesday night. But with the conditions going below freezing, I think a lot of that moisture will refreeze. So even slick spots or even snowy covered roads too are as possible as we go into Thursday morning. So that's kind of what we're looking at, road condition. If you kind of giving a picture, graphical picture of what's going on, it's really going to be the transition period is tricky too as it gets through. But Wednesday morning, rain snow line is just south of the Twin Cities. We start seeing showers. We even might see a thunderstorm with some of this orange there coming through the area. So thunderstorms aren't on the possibility given Wednesday morning. There's that line there. By the time we get get to about noon, it's just north of La Crosse now, stretching up southeast of Eau Claire. Still rain to the south of that, even some thunderstorms going on. Then by the time we get to 4 or 5 p.m., that line begins to sink south of La Crosse. And then towards the evening, this is probably when it really could be snowing quite heavily, or at least moderate across most of the area by the evening commute. Once we get past about 7, 8, you'll see the back edge get to about Eau Claire, so the snow will come to an end. And then by 2 a.m., the snow is pretty much all to the east of us, but the temperatures are going to be falling too. So winds, that will be a factor as we go throughout the event. They will come quite gusty in the afternoon. We're probably looking gusts potentially 45, maybe even 50. So that will drift the snow around and potentially get even more potential of drifting and blowing snow too. The good news is once we get past Wednesday, it's going to be dry for Thursday, the first day of spring, although it won't quite feel spring with the snow on the ground. And then Friday and the weekend with another snow or rain maker potentially coming towards Sunday and Monday too. And that could have accumulating snow possibility with it too.
Yeah, so typical spring weather.
It's good.
That's right. Is it on the 20th? Is that Thursday?
That's official day, first day of spring.
It's already here. Can you believe it?
It is. But the good news is, like I said, we need the moisture. We're going to get it and get a good amount of it too.
All right, looks good. Thank you, Greg. Still to come, from green rivers in Chicago to parades in Ireland. See how people are celebrating St. Patrick's Day from around the world.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Are you in need of a new driveway or parking lot? Call North Central Paving for all your asphalt needs. We specialize in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installation. Call North Central Paving today.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $5,600 in average finance savings. We are professional grade.
I'm Sheriff David Zerner with an urgent message. We can't keep you safe when liberal judges refuse to actually punish violent criminals. And Judge Susan Crawford, she's the worst. She continually lets dangerous criminals off easy. 4 years for a man who raped a 6-year-old child. 2 years for a wife beater who also shot a man. Only 90 days for a man who strangled a woman. With judges like Susan Crawford putting violent criminals back on the streets, we can't keep you safe.
Tell Judge Crawford to stop releasing dangerous criminals.
Are you in need of a new driveway or parking lot? Call North Central Paving for all your asphalt needs. We specialize in paving, seal coating, repairs, crack filling, and new installation. Call North Central Paving today.
Well, hopefully you're donning your green today, because today is St. Patrick's Day. While the holiday is rooted in the patron saint of Ireland, it's since become a day of shamrocks, parades, and festive drinking across the globe. The first St. Patrick's Day in the U.S. was celebrated in Boston in 1737. Huge parades were also held in New York City, Chicago, and Savannah, Georgia. And I'd say La Crosse celebrates pretty well too. And Greg's going to have one final look at your forecast right after this break.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 20 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Love it.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma TRD Sport for $359 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
The new Nacho Taco Bravo from Taco John's. Our famous beef crispy taco wrapped in a soft tortilla, all held together by refried beans and warm nacho cheese. This is Nacho Average Taco. Get 2 for just $6 only at Taco John's.
Tax refund season is here, and Wesco on Sparta is making it more fun than ever. Dreaming of a brand new sectional or that comfy bed you've been eyeing? Now's the time to treat yourself. Save 20% all month long on furniture and bedding, just in time to make your home the talk of the group chat. Have fun with your tax refund and make your space shine with Wesco and Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
It was just a one-time thing. That's what Brad Schimmel said when he gave a, quote, sweet bargain to a man who sexually assaulted a 10-year-old girl. The sex predator served just 18 months in prison for his crime and got out. A few weeks ago, he was convicted of sexually assaulting a child again. And that was just one time Brad Schimmel let a sex predator loose on our kids. So why would we ever give him another chance? Brad Schimmel, too extreme for the Supreme Court.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Hey! There he is. Let's do this. Right now, you can get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 20 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
All right, the good news is lighter winds tonight, very nice conditions for the most part for your Tuesday, but then conditions really deteriorate on Wednesday. Travel plans, definitely pay attention. We have a lot of snow coming Wednesday, so stay tuned. We'll update you. Otherwise, dry after that, but pretty chilly too. So
this snow likely won't stick though, right?
Nah, March snow doesn't stay around.
It doesn't. That's right. All right, well, thanks so much for joining us tonight at 5. We'll see you at 6.